The Galactic Throne gleamed in the center of the Empire, its towers stretching across the stars like sharp spears. Every member of the Council sat confidently in their chambers, believing no force could challenge their rule. Yet, far beyond their senses, a signal flickered silently, almost invisible, and no one in the Empire recognized it. Commander Valric noticed the anomaly first, his eyes narrowing as the data scrolled across the console. "It is not in any registry," he whispered, voice trembling slightly. "Could it be human?" The Council had long dismissed humanity as a minor species, scattered, primitive, and weak. But this signal, it was unlike anything they had encountered. Sensors flickered and hummed as the unknown warship revealing itself slowly in the void. Its hull was dark but shimmered faintly with adaptive plating, energy readings fluctuating in ways the Empire could not predict. The Council gasped, the throne shaking slightly as the massive shape became fully visible. A human warship, massive, powerful, and confident. The room erupted with questions, accusations, and fear. "How could humans build this?" one officer exclaimed, antennas twitching nervously. "We thought them simple, weak. Now they stand before us with power we cannot measure." Commander Valric's fingers flew across the controls, trying to analyze the weapons, shields, and propulsion systems. But every reading seemed to change as if the ship itself was alive. The human warship did not fire a shot, yet its presence radiated authority, strategy, and unpredictability. Every move it made, however small, caused the Empire's calculations to fail, and for the first time, the Council felt uncertainty, a weight they had never experienced before. Throne advisors whispered to one another, "We are not prepared. We cannot predict them, their strength, or their intent." A holographic projection displayed the ship's internal systems, drones moving, weapons shifting, shields adapting in real time, and the Council struggled to understand. It was more than technology, it was intelligence, creativity, and strategy intertwined. Humans were not just warships and weapons, they were something more, something the Empire had never faced. Commander Valric's voice shook slightly. "Every calculation, every prediction, they are wrong." He turned to the Council, eyes wide. "We underestimated them completely, and now the consequences are upon us." The human warship rotated gently in space, a quiet show of confidence, not aggression. Yet every alien in the throne felt the weight of its potential. The Council debated frantically, options flashing on the screens: attack, retreat, observe. Every choice seemed risky, dangerous, and uncertain. The humans anticipated, adapted, and responded before the aliens could act, showing creativity and cleverness that no algorithm could match. A sense of awe mixed with fear spread through the throne, making even the bravest officers pause. Outside the massive windows, stars reflected off the human warship's hull, glowing faintly, as if mocking the Empire's pride. For centuries, the Galactic Throne had believed it ruled without equal. Yet here, in the cold void of space, a single human ship challenged everything they knew. Everything they thought certain now felt fragile, unstable, and incomplete. Commander Valric leaned forward, whispering to himself, "This is not a threat we understand. It is a revelation." The warship remained calm, silent, observing, and the Council realized that humanity had entered the galaxy not to beg, fear, or follow, but to show that they were clever, fearless, and unstoppable. And in that moment, the Galactic Throne understood with chilling clarity that the story of this unknown human warship was only beginning, and the Empire's greatest confidence would soon be tested like never before. The Galactic Throne trembled quietly as the human warship floated in space, its massive hull calm but powerful. Every officer and advisor stared at their screens, unable to believe what they were seeing. Commander Valric's antennas twitched nervously as he ordered full scans. "We must know everything about this ship," he said, voice low, tense. The warship's systems defied every prediction, shields fluctuating and weapons rearranging themselves with fluid precision. Every calculation the Empire made seemed wrong. Sensors faltered, readings changed in real time, and even their most advanced AI could not keep up. "They are not just clever," muttered one officer. "They are beyond any logic we know," the Council argued, voices overlapping, debating whether to engage, retreat, or continue observing. Every scenario felt dangerous, every plan seemed fragile, and every move the humans made shattered their expectations. Commander Valric leaned over the console, scanning the ship's energy flows, propulsion systems, and weapon arrays. yet each moment revealed something new, unpredictable, and brilliant. Small drones moved outside the hull, shifting positions, redirecting energy, and repairing minor systems instantly. Each maneuver was clever, almost playful, but deadly in intent, if needed. The Council's tension rose as they realized the humans were not panicked, not hiding, but calmly observing, calculating, and preparing. Their confidence unnerved even the most seasoned officers. The throne's historian, a quiet figure in the corner, whispered, "They are not a threat like others, they are something different." The room went silent for a moment, every alien realizing that humanity could not be measured simply in firepower or numbers. Their strength lay in creativity, intelligence, and instinct, a combination the Empire had never faced. Commander Valric issued new orders, sending multiple scanning drones toward the human ship. Each drone was neutralized, not destroyed violently, but disabled with precision, energy redirected, and systems rerouted. The humans anticipated every move, adapting faster than the Empire could calculate, and the Council felt a rising fear. One officer's voice shook as he muttered, "They can see us before we see them." Antennas twitched in disbelief, hearts raced with awe, and the Council began to question everything they believed about the galaxy, about power, strategy, and dominance. For centuries, the Empire had ruled unchallenged, but humans were changing that perception instantly. The warship moved gracefully, a subtle shift in orbit, showing control over space that seemed almost artistic, yet it was deadly precise. Every maneuver calculated for observation, defense, and possible engagement. The Council realized humans were not just fighters, they were thinkers, strategists, and innovators in a single form, capable of adapting to any scenario. Commander Valric's voice lowered, tense with respect and fear. "We are not prepared for this. They are beyond our understanding." He stared at the holographic display, watching the humans rearranging drones, shields, and sensors in ways impossible to anticipate. The Council felt the weight of their mistake in underestimating humanity. A small indicator flashed, showing the humans predicting multiple attacks at once, and the aliens froze, realizing that these humans were not simply reacting, they were anticipating, strategizing, and learning faster than any calculation could keep up with. Every glance, every maneuver, every choice revealed brilliance, courage, and ingenuity that shook the throne to its core. And in that moment, the Galactic Throne understood that humanity was not a species to dismiss or control. They were an unknown force, unpredictable, clever, and ready for anything. And the Empire's arrogance had met its first true challenge. The story of the human warship was only beginning, and the Council feared what came next. The Galactic Throne shivered under the human warship's quiet presence. Commander Valric activated the comms, sending complex signals in every frequency they could command. "We must establish contact, or we risk everything," he said, antennas twitching nervously. The Council watched tensely, unsure of what to expect. A calm voice echoed through the channels, clear and confident. "We see you, and we understand your scans." The humans spoke in universal tones, but their words carried something the aliens had not anticipated. Subtle confidence, precision, and a hint of humor. The Council froze, unsure how to interpret the tone. Whispers filled the chamber. "They speak without fear, without submission," one officer murmured. "They do not tremble, they do not beg, yet they are aware of us fully." Commander Valric leaned closer to the console, scanning every response, but the human signals defied expectation, showing intelligence, calculation, and subtle testing. The human warship moved slowly, deliberately, not with aggression, but with precision, demonstrating mastery over space and physics in ways the Empire had not predicted. Each minor adjustment was deliberate, forcing the aliens to rethink strategies they had believed foolproof. Every prediction failed, and tension mounted. A holographic projection illuminated the council chamber, small images of human crew members working with precision, drones moving in perfect harmony, systems adjusting instantly. The humans displayed strategic awareness, creativity, and calm, a combination no alien had seen before. Their every action spoke of discipline, intelligence, and courage. The council attempted to reply, sending inquiries, warnings, and coded messages, but the humans anticipated responses, answered with clarity, and added subtle challenges. Their calm confidence unsettled the throne's members, forcing them to realize they were facing not only technology, but a species that thought, learned, and adapted faster than any calculation could predict. Commander Valric whispered, almost to himself, "They are beyond any threat we expected. They are extraordinary." Antennas twitched nervously as he watched. Drones adjust, shields shift, and minor maneuvers outpace even the Empire's fastest predictions. The humans had become more than an unknown warship. They were a revelation, a force the Empire could not easily classify. The Council watched as the human ship executed small movements, demonstrating defensive and offensive possibilities simultaneously. It was not an attack, but a lesson in strategy, ingenuity, and courage. The aliens realized that these humans were not ordinary. They were capable of creative solutions and bold actions that could change the balance of power in the galaxy. Tension filled the throne as humans revealed their calm mastery, showing that they could respond to every test, every challenge, with precision and intelligence, not brute force, but mind, skill, and adaptability. The Empire had assumed superiority, but every second now proved their arrogance. Commander Valric's voice shook with awe and disbelief. "We underestimated them completely. They are not just warriors. They are thinkers, planners, and unpredictable beyond measure." The human warship floated, silent, observing, and the Council felt a new, heavy truth settle over them, that humanity's presence would not just challenge them, it would redefine them. And in that moment, the Galactic Throne understood that first contact was never just a meeting. It was a revelation, a warning, and the beginning of a story that would show humans as clever, fearless, and unstoppable. The unknown human warship had claimed its place in the Empire's history, and nothing would ever be the same. The Galactic Throne trembled as the human warship hovered silently, its massive hull calm but brimming with unseen power. Commander Valric gave orders for minor attacks, probes, and energy pulses, testing the humans' reaction. Yet every attempt to provoke or challenge them was met with brilliance, adaptation, and precision. Drones moved in perfect coordination, redirecting energy, repairing systems instantly, and positioning themselves to block attacks before they even reached the warship. The Council watched in disbelief, unable to comprehend how a single human vessel could anticipate, counter, and learn faster than the Empire's most advanced machines. Small laser pulses were fired at the ship, yet they were harmlessly deflected, absorbed, or redirected, each maneuver showing intelligence, creativity, and strategy beyond what the aliens had imagined. One officer whispered in fear and awe, "They think before we even act. They are not just reacting, they are predicting." The warship's hull shifted subtly, shields adapting like liquid, while tiny drones executed rapid repairs, turning defense into offense effortlessly. The humans did not rush, they did not panic. They moved with quiet confidence, showing skill, courage, and ingenuity in every action. Each moment forced the Throne's Council to rethink every assumption about power and strategy. Commander Valric's antennas twitched nervously as he observed a small drone redirect an energy pulse, then use the same energy to repair the hull. The display left the Council speechless, awe and fear mixing together in an unspoken realization. Humans were not just fighters, they were problem solvers, strategists, and creators all at once. The human warship rotated gracefully, its engines humming softly, demonstrating total mastery over space and physics. Each calculated movement sent a message to the aliens. They were prepared, they were clever, and they were not to be underestimated. The Council could only watch as humans executed maneuvers that seemed impossible, precise, and elegant. Tension rose as the aliens attempted new strategies, only to find that every move was anticipated, countered, or rendered irrelevant. The humans' intelligence was not limited to speed or firepower. It was creativity, observation, and boldness combined, every decision showing courage and adaptability. For the first time, the Council realized that humans could outthink, outmaneuver, and outlast them. Whispers filled the chamber. "We have never seen a species like this. They are fearless, clever, and unstoppable," another officer added. "They are rewriting the rules of engagement. They are teaching us what we cannot predict." The Galactic Throne's confidence wavered, replaced by awe and deep respect. Commander Valric leaned forward, voice low. "We underestimated them completely. We thought humans were weak, but they are extraordinary. They are not just survivors, they are masters of ingenuity and courage." The warship's calm, precise presence reminded the Council that true power was not always measured in numbers, lasers, or shields. The humans executed one final maneuver, a subtle display of skill and calculation, showing control over every system and variable simultaneously. The council watched silently, realizing that this warship was more than a machine. It was a symbol of humanity itself, clever, unpredictable, and unstoppable. And in that moment, the Galactic Throne understood that the humans were not merely a threat, they were a revelation. Their ingenuity, courage, and unpredictability would forever change the Empire's perception of power, strategy, and the galaxy itself. The story of humanity had reached a point where awe and fear mixed, and nothing would ever be the same. The human warship floated silently, its engines humming with quiet authority. Commander Valric and the Council watched tensely, every display showing systems beyond their understanding. The humans had proven themselves not through aggression, but through intelligence, strategy, and calm precision. Their presence alone radiated confidence, courage, and brilliance. The throne's advisors whispered among themselves, disbelief and awe mixing in every word. "They do not attack, yet we feel powerless," one muttered. The human ship was more than metal and energy. It was a symbol of their ingenuity, adaptability, and unshakable resolve. Each move, each calculation revealed creativity and cleverness that no alien had anticipated. Commander Valric spoke slowly, antennas twitching with tension. "We are in the presence of something we cannot control, predict, or dominate. Humans are not just fighters, they are thinkers, planners, and innovators beyond measure." The Council realized that their centuries of assumed superiority had been challenged in a single encounter. The human warship rotated gracefully, tiny drones moving in perfect harmony, shields adjusting subtly, repairs happening instantly. It was a silent message. Humans were ready for anything, fearless in thought and action, yet disciplined, precise, and careful. The Council had expected aggression, but humans had responded with wisdom, strategy, and silent authority. A small holographic display revealed human intentions, not of conquest, but of observation, resilience, and preparedness. They did not seek to dominate the galaxy, yet they were capable of defending themselves against any threat. The Galactic Throne felt the weight of realization. The humans were not to be underestimated. They were a force of creativity, courage, and intelligence. Whispers spread through the chamber. "They are rewriting what we believed about power," an officer said, voice trembling. "Their mind, their strategy, it is unmatched." Even the most confident members felt a shiver of awe. For centuries, the Empire had ruled without challenge, but humanity had entered and changed everything. Their brilliance, boldness, and unpredictability were lessons the Council could not ignore. Commander Valric leaned closer to the console, watching drones reposition with precision, shields shifting like living armor, energy flowing flawlessly. "We have underestimated them completely," he said quietly. "Every assumption, every calculation, every plan, wrong." The human warship had shown that true power was not just weapons or numbers, but intelligence, courage, and creativity combined. The humans prepared to leave, engines glowing softly, their presence fading into the stars, yet the impact of their actions lingered. The Galactic Throne's members could only watch, humbled, awed, and aware that the galaxy would never see humans the same way again. This encounter had rewritten the rules, reshaped perception, and left the Council with one undeniable truth: humans were extraordinary. Commander Valric spoke to the Council, voice low but steady. "We have faced something we cannot fully understand. They are clever, fearless, and unstoppable. Humanity has shown us a force greater than power alone. Intelligence combined with courage can shape the galaxy itself." The Council sat in silence, digesting the lesson the humans had delivered without firing a single shot. As the human warship vanished into the void, leaving only traces of energy and awe, the Galactic Throne realized they had encountered not just a warship, but a symbol of the human spirit, ingenuity, and bravery, a species that could not be predicted, contained, or ignored. Humanity had left a mark on the Empire that would echo for generations, and in that moment, every member of the Galactic Throne understood with chilling clarity that the story of humans was only beginning. A force of intelligence, courage, and creativity had arrived, and the galaxy would never forget the name of the unknown human warship.